How's things going?
Everything's fine up here. We don't know any more than you do yet, but we feel good.
What happened outside, out yonder?
What happened, sir?
Vietnam.
Nothing out there. We have recommendations and comment going back and forth, but there's no further event on the scene as far as I know. Taylor is of the opinion that you've seen, but he's also of the opinion that we have time to get organized. The chiefs and my brother are working on the staff work. We expect it to take several days to get the kinds of plans and counterplans and checks and balances that we were talking about yesterday worked out.
Gotcha.
The military have accepted that, as I understand it.
With approval?
Well, I haven't actually heard from Bob back, but the messages back and forth show good humor. I don't think there's any immediate trouble, but I think they're operating under the assumption that we're really getting ready, and at the same time we're not sending anything to the field that implies a decision. So Max doesn't yet know how sharply and clearly you indicated your intention to General Wheeler yesterday. We just don't want that in cables until we're ready to go.
Are you less sharp on it?
Mr. President, I feel in a way that nobody should ask you to make any decision until your acting was today behind you.
Yeah.
If I were deciding it, yes, I feel about as you did yesterday, but I don't think anyone should decide anything until you have this day under your belt.
Have you heard from any of the politicians today, any of the writers, Lipman's or the rest of them?
Alton's been around. He's in the mood to work on this problem right away. Lipman talked to Bill Moyers. I haven't got back to Bill, and I don't know what he said. Alton, of course, as usual, wants us to make up our minds to put the necessary amount of pecan in Southeast Asia. Walter doesn't really think that's problem number one. I think he thinks the most important problem is to get you to take time to think about the problem in the new perspective that today will give. That's what he did think when I had lunch with him about 2 days ago. He wouldn't put Southeast Asia first on the agenda, although I think that's because he's not really as close to it as some of the rest of us. The press generally are all of the view that you're going to get a very Jaylam, for example, came in this afternoon, or of the view that you're going to get such a mandate that you will be able to set any course you want in any part of the world. I'm a little less of the view that our election decides all the events everywhere else, but I think it will.
I am too, and I'm less of the view it's going to be that big.
That I just don't know yet.